Picture this, a young woman with golden hair, a radiant smile, and a spark that lit up the world in the 1950s and 60s. That's Brigitte Bardot, the French icon who redefined beauty, fashion, and fame. But what if I told you there's a side to her you've probably never seen? Rare photos and untold stories that peel back the curtain on her glamorous yet mysterious life. Stick with me, because today we're diving into jaw-dropping images and hidden tales about Brigitte Bardot that will leave you amazed. And trust me, you'll want to watch until the end for a surprising story that ties it all together. Let's start with a photo that captures Brigitte at just 15 years old, before the world knew her name. In this black and white snapshot, she's posing for a small modeling gig in Paris. Her eyes are wide, her smile shy, but there's a hint of that magnetic charm that would soon make her a global star. Can you believe this was the same woman who would later become a cinematic legend? This photo, tucked away in an old magazine archive, shows a teenage Brigitte dreaming big. It's a reminder that even icons start somewhere small. Isn't it wild to think about how much her life would change in just a few years? Now, let's fast forward to the set of her breakout film, And God Created Woman in 1956. Here's a rare behind-the-scenes photo that's pure gold. Brigitte is laughing with the crew, barefoot on a sandy beach in Saint-Tropez, her hair wild from the wind. This wasn't just a movie, it was the moment she became a symbol of freedom and sensuality. But here's the untold story: Brigitte wasn't even supposed to be the star. The director, Roger Vadim, her husband at the time, had to fight to cast her because producers thought she was too risky. Can you imagine someone else in that role? This photo captures her joy and confidence, proving she was born for the spotlight. Want to know what happened next in her career? Keep watching. Let's talk about Brigitte's style, because did she set trends? In one stunning color photo from the early 60s, she's rocking a gingham bikini that became the look of the decade. This image, snapped during a vacation in Capri, wasn't just a fashion moment, it was a cultural shift. Before this, bikinis were considered scandalous, but Brigitte made them iconic. The untold story here? She designed that bikini herself. She'd sketch ideas and work with tailors to create looks that felt like her. This photo isn't just about a swimsuit, it's about a woman who wasn't afraid to break the rules. Curious about another bold move she made? Stay tuned, because it gets even better. Here's a photo that's almost impossible to find: Brigitte in 1960, sitting quietly in a Paris cafe, reading a book. No makeup, no cameras, just her. It's a rare glimpse of the real Brigitte, away from the fame. The story behind this moment is heartbreaking. At the height of her career, she was struggling with the pressure of being a global star. She'd sneak away to this cafe to escape, hoping no one would recognize her. Can you imagine being so famous you can't even enjoy a coffee in peace? This photo reminds us that behind the glamour, Brigitte was human, dealing with doubts and dreams just like anyone else. Want to know how she coped with the spotlight? Don't go anywhere, let's shift gears to a fun moment. In a candid shot from 1963, Brigitte is dancing at a party in London, surrounded by musicians and actors. Her dress is sparkling, her laugh is contagious, and she's stealing the show. This photo captures her love for music and dance, but here's the untold story: she almost became a singer. She recorded a few songs in the 60s, and one of them, Harley Davidson, became a hit in France. Imagine if she'd chosen music over movies. This image is a window into a side of Brigitte that's often overlooked: her playful, free-spirited vibe. Stick around, because we're about to uncover an even rarer moment from her life. Now, here's a photo that will stop you in your tracks. It's 1965, and Brigitte is on a film set, but she's not acting, she's directing. In this grainy image, she's pointing at the camera, giving instructions to the crew. This was a bold move for a woman in the 60s, when directing was a man's world. The untold story? She fought hard to have creative control, but the studio pushed back, saying she should stick to acting. This photo is proof of her strength and vision. She wasn't just a pretty face. She was a trailblazer who wanted to tell stories her way. Isn't it inspiring to see someone challenge the odds like that? Keep watching for more moments that show her fearless spirit. Let's take a quieter turn. In a rare photo from the late 60s, Brigitte is at her home in Saint-Tropez, cuddling a stray dog she rescued. Her hair is messy, her smile soft, and she looks completely at peace. This image is special because it shows her passion for animals, which became her life's work after retiring from acting. The untold story here is that she was already planning to leave fame behind. She once said the spotlight felt like a cage, and animals gave her freedom. This photo captures the moment she started choosing a different path. Want to know how she transformed her life after Hollywood? Stay with me until the end. A 1970 photo of Brigitte on a boat, surrounded by friends, laughing under the Mediterranean sun. This was one of her last public appearances before she retired. At 39. Can you guess why she walked away from it all? The untold story is that she was exhausted by the media's obsession with her. She wanted a life where she could be herself, not a symbol. This photo is bittersweet, it's her saying goodbye to fame while still glowing with life. It makes you wonder, what would you do if you had to choose between fame and freedom? We've got one more story coming up that you won't believe, so don't stop watching. So, there you have it, rare photos and untold stories that reveal the real Brigitte Bardot. From a shy teenager to a global icon to an animal activist, her life was full of surprises. If you love these glimpses into her world, make sure to watch until the very end for that final shocking story. It's a moment that changed everything for her, and it might just change how you see her too. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and let me know in the comments which photo surprised you the most. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss what's coming next.